Hey, welcome to episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Continue with the BJCP style guidelines. We're now on style, or category 25, which is strong Belgian ale, right? Yeah, strong Belgian ale. Style 25A, Belgian blonde ale. Overall impression, a moderate strength golden ale that has a subtle fruity spicy Belgian yeast complexity, slightly malty sweet flavor, and dry finish. And for that I've got, which is probably the most famous Belgian blonde in the world, is Leffe Blond, with or without the E, your choice. Got this at my local supermarket because, in fact, you can probably get this at your local supermarket because Leffe is made by Anheuser-Busch InBev. I really try not to buy ABI products, but if it's the only thing I can get and I need something for this show, I'm sorry. That's all. That's all I got. That's all I can do. All right, so let's check the comments history, all that stuff. All right, so comments often has an almost lager-like character. It's a very, very redundant sentence there, which gives it a cleaner profile in comparison to many other Belgian styles. I've drank enough Belgian blondes to know I really don't get lager-like character. I don't know what they're talking about, but whatever. Many Trappist or artisanal Belgian beers are called blonde, but those are not presented as a style, which is true. We'll talk about that in a minute. History, further appeal to European Pils drinkers, blah, blah, blah. Characters, ingredients: Belgian Pils malt, aromatic malt, sugar, Belgian yeast strains that produce complex alcohol, phenolics, and perfumey esters. Then you got it's Belgian, continental, British hops. Spices typically used, and so you can actually put spices in a Belgian blonde, and it says the spices are present should be a background character only. So if it's super, super spicy, then you would enter it or judge it as a 30A. Style comparison: similar strength as a double, similar characters of Belgian strong golden ale or triple, although a bit sweeter and not as bitter. And then your vitals, 15 to 30 IBUs, so yeah, not super bitter, about like a pale ale or less. And 4 to 7 SRM, so it's definitely getting the blonde and blonde there. And look at the strength on this, 6.0 to 7.5 ABV. Let's get into the review. So let's give it a whiff here. Yeah, to me this smells a lot like a wit beer. I'm getting, classic Belgian yeast esters. You're getting banana for sure. Big banana. Almost kind of smells like a hef. I don't think... And yeah, there's a little bit of clove, a little bit of banana bread in there. Maybe a little bit of spicy hops. If it's spicy hops, then they're going right with those yeast phenols there. So they're, totally hand in hand there. Yeah, good smelling beer. Definitely something Belgian-y. So... let's check out the aroma specs. Aroma: light earthy or spicy hop nose along with a lightly grainy sweet malt character. Yeah, grainy sweet, yeah, sort of. Shows a subtle yeast character that may include spicy phenolics, perfume, or honey-like alcohol, or yeasty, fruity esters, commonly orange-like or lemony. Man, there's a lot of variations there. See, this is a subtle yeast character. I'm saying this is overt yeast character. Subtle, I would think is down here. This one's more, I don't know, maybe not up here, but it's at you know what I'm saying. Light sweetness that may have a slight sugar-like character, subtle yet complex. Well, I don't know, and I'm actually surprised because it's an ABI product that you would think it would be more subtle, but to me this is just going off the smell alone. This is super estery, very bold nose. I mean, it's to me it smells great, but I think it's actually a little too strong for the specs there. Not really honey or alcohol, and I'm not getting citrus but to me it smells good. For aroma, this is kind of hard to judge. I'm gonna go 9. I think that's fair. Let's check our appearance here. Well, I mean, it's a blonde, so actually it looks kind of more of a copper on camera. Actually, hold up to the sunlight, it is copper. It's probably about a 7 or 9. Well, actually it's probably about a 4 to 5 SRM. And it did have, big fluffy head there when I poured. You'll see the picture. So, yeah, good looking. And it's nice and clear, too, which should be. I mean, it's ABI. And I don't think this is bottle condition. So, let's check specs on that. Appearance: light to deep gold color. True. Generally very clear. True. Large, dense, and creamy white to off-white head. Good head retention with Belgian lace. And if you want to know what Belgian lace is, that's it. Yeah, so full 3 out of 3 on appearance there. Flavor, let's check that out. School, that's how they say it in Belgium. Yeah, I think I mentioned wit beer in the aroma. It's tasting like wit beer in the taste too. So Big, big banana on this, and like a little bit of clove. Um, Actually, more like half, I should say, not wit beer, because there's no orange, there's no coriander in here, there's no orange peel, and there's nothing like about the hops or the yeast character that is giving it any kind of citrusy on here. Yeah, so I'm getting banana, I'm getting a little bit of clove, a little bit of vanilla from the alcohol. There's a bready character on there, so it's kind of banana bready, but not to like the extent that you would get like in a Dunkelweiss. A little bit of like the spicy clove kind of phenolic character in there. It to me it seems like completely on point. Like it's not like band-aids or anything like that. Pretty tasty beer. Overall kind of fruity kind of a thing. Yeah. So this particular beer is very similar. I think just off the yeast character alone, very reminiscent of a wit beer or a hef, but without the wheat. So it's more of like that standard, like I mean, when they're saying German lager like character, like lager and like some kind of German Bock, kind of that bready malty kind of base there. Hops, not really getting much in the way here. Just a little bit of spicy, maybe earthy, floral thing, something like that. It's not. I would not call it super bitter. Like the hops and the phenols and the esters are all creating for like this kind of dry kind of sensation. It's a little sweet. It's sweet while it's in the mouth, and then once you finish it, it dries pretty quickly, cleanly. Just a tiny little bit of a spicy, estery aftertaste. Tastes pretty good. Let's see what the specs say on flavor. Smooth, light to moderate, grainy, sweet malt flavor initially, but finishes medium dry to dry with some smooth alcohol becoming evident in the aftertaste. All right, that's exactly how I would describe it. Medium hop and alcohol bitterness to balance. True. Alcohol bitterness? I don't know. Alcohol is not bitter. It's just kind of a dry sensation. Sometimes it's even sweet like vanilla or something. Light hop flavor can be spicy or earthy. True. All right. So they're saying light hop flavor. Okay. All right. Yeah, I agree. Very soft yeast character, esters and alcohols, which are sometimes perfumey or orange and lemon-like. I would not say perfumey. I would say more, again, banana, clove. Light spicy phenolics optional. True. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some phenols in here. Some lightly caramelized sugar or honey-like sweetness on the palate. Yeah, I mean, it's on point for the description, and it's one of the commercial examples, so it's hard to really say, but I like it. I think it's just, compared to what they're saying, is like it's almost a little too bold. But yeah, I mean, it's on point. I'm kind of about 17 or 18. I'm gonna say 17. Mouthfeel. What's going on with that? I put about medium body, medium high carbonation. It's actually quite smooth. Tiny little. Well, maybe not tiny. There's definitely notice the alcohol in here, especially because I let it warm up for about 20 minutes first. So it's not like a big, huge, bomb or anything like that. All right, so let's check the specs on mouthfeel. Medium high to high carbonation, true. Can give mouth-feeling bubbly sensation, true. Medium body, true. Light to moderate alcohol warmth, but smooth, can be somewhat creamy. Yeah, I agree. It's a nice, very smooth, creamy texture. It's a little bit refreshing while it's in the mouth, thanks to the flavor there. And it does finish, quite dry. It doesn't dry you out. And the alcohol, it's enough to notice, not enough to weigh you down. I think the mouthfeel, I think, is perfect. So I'm going to say full 5 out of 5 on that. Overall impression, I think like this is, I will say 9. I mean, they're saying it's a commercial example of style. And I think it's actually a really tasty, nice drinking beer. Don't like the fact that it's made by ABI, and the only real thing that's keeping it from being a perfect 50 is that it's actually a little too bold for the style, at least for the style guidelines. But for my preference, it's pretty much on point. So, yeah, so there you go. 43 out of 50 for Leffe Blond. I like it. I try not to buy it too much because it's an ABI product, but, if you're in a pinch, it's a good option. I'm drinking this over Budweiser, that's for sure. All right, so I'm going very long. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it.
Thanks for watching Chad's beer review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.